single person from the other side of the aisle is here at this hearing, because they are also needing to hear your powerful testimony. They're the ones that I think need to grapple with their consciences. I want to thank you for taking the time to share these deeply traumatic stories, particularly the three witnesses in the middle. What we heard today was so deeply disturbing and shocking, and to think that this could take place in America is just very, very surreal. But this is also very inevitable, because for now a year almost, we have been seeing an escalation of lawlessness and violence that is being permeated, it is being fomented and encouraged by the top levels of this administration. And we saw this happen last year in Southern California. And Mr. Rescone, you're just to the north of us in Orange County. We saw lots of incidents in Orange County, in Los Angeles. There's a gentleman named Narciso Barranco who was videotaped. It went viral because he was being punched in the head repeatedly. He's a gardener who'd been in the United States for almost 30 years, the father of 3 Marines. And as with you all, the administration followed a well-worn playbook of trying to blame the victim. They accused him of being a domestic terrorist, of trying to attack the ICE agents with a weed whacker until that narrative no longer could withstand the videos that clearly contradicted it. And unfortunately, what we saw here, Mr. Rescone, Ms. Martinez, is that same playbook. And I just want to be clear, you were confronted by masked agents who approached you, threatening you with guns drawn. And you, in your case, Mr. Rescone, your father drove the car away. Ms. Martinez, you drove the car away. And in both instances, it's clear you were trying to flee. You were not trying to hurt anyone. You were not driving at agents. And yet, they fired gunshots both times. You were hit 5 times, 7 bullet wounds. And I'm so sorry to hear that, Ms. Martinez, but they blamed you. And that is exactly the same playbook that they followed with Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preti. And like my colleague, Representative Simon, I had the privilege of going to Minnesota to hear from local law enforcement, to hear from activists, and they shared the same story. And what is happening right now is that they are gaslighting us here in America. They are trying to lie about what's happening, even when they have videos directly contradicting that. Now, some of us have raised concerns for a long time that ICE is hiring the wrong type of person. And I know there's been a lot of emphasis on training. Mr. Stoughton, you talk a lot about the need for better training, and I agree with that. And yet what we've seen over and over is stuff that I don't think training would cure. We see violence perpetrated by people in ways that dehumanize their victims. And so I just want to ask you a few questions, Mr. Stoughton. You've seen a lot of these videos. Is it safe to say that walking up to someone and punching them in the face because you don't like what they're saying, is that something that's acceptable for law enforcement to do?
Absolutely not.
Is that a crime?
Yes.
What about pepper spraying somebody who's standing with the sign you don't like? Is that appropriate for law enforcement to do?
No.
Is that a crime?
Yes.
And if you just decide to tackle someone, blindside them in the street, they're not resisting arrest, they're not doing anything criminal, is that a crime?
Yes, it very well could be.
And should that be subject to an investigation?
Absolutely.
Now, we have not had any investigations until the murder of Alex Preti. In no instance that I'm aware of, and we've written letters to DHS asking some of these questions, have we once gotten any responses indicating that any investigations are underway with any of these victims? So Ms. Martinez, Ms. Rahman, and Mr. Rescone, I just want to ask you a few last questions. Did anyone from the government ever apologize to you? You can just say no.
No.
No? Or yes or no?
No.
No.
When you were in the hospital, Ms. Martinez, did anyone ever visit you from the government?
Only FBI and ICE agents.
No, nobody, did Christy Noem, nobody else who called you a domestic terrorist, they didn't come visit you?
No.
No apologies, no visits, no regrets, apparently. I want to apologize to you on behalf of the United States government. This behavior is criminal. We need to prosecute it. Every single person in Congress, upon taking office, takes an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. We need Republicans to step up right now and honor that oath. With that, I yield back.
Thank you, Representative Tlaib.
Thank you so much, Chairman. I come from the city of Detroit, the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, so I'm going to keep it real. Can I blow this? Is that going to be a problem? And this. That's all of our residents are using right now to protect themselves in the streets. Do you understand? This is what they're using. Whistles and their camera. I want to show you. Let's see what this army fascist army disguised as some sort of federal agency is using. This is the home of Tiana and Garrison. This is their private home. Let's see what they have, and I want Seth to pay attention to this, because I know you probably read about all the toys that they have. U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement agents, I'm not talking about Border Patrol, they got stuff too, are equipped with a range of tactical weapons, including AR-15 rifles. Options such as pepper spray launchers, I don't know what that is, taser devices. They also utilize military-grade tactical gear, including camouflage pouches and specialized rifle attachments. They have ammunition rifles, like endless amount attached to their body. They have night vision and thermal cameras on drones, armored vehicles. I even heard, Martin, at your house, they were using drones on your house. They contractors like Quantico, you know who I'm talking about, Quantico, whatever, tactical, and these groups provide these materials. They make money giving us this stuff. Remember that. And every day they keep any of our immigrant neighbors who are asylee seekers, some of them are literally just waiting their turn to be able to get that pathway to citizenship. They're making money off of our babies being imprisoned. You know, there's a lot of equipment here and military gear here, Seth. A lot of weapons here for whistles and cameras and our disabled residents, people going to drop off, you know, donations to their church, a father. It's a lot of weapons. You think this belongs in the streets within this federal agency right now with everything that's happened?
While I do think there is a potential role for specialized equipment and training,
Yeah.
I do not see the
Well,
role.
my friends in the veteran, they said this stuff we used in Afghanistan and Iraq, Rashida. I didn't agree with that either. You know, those are a lot of folks that were innocent lives, civilians impacted. But this is kind of stuff in war zones. Seth,
It does not belong in
look
day-to-day.
how many people showed up to her house. They're unhinged. And I just have to be honest with my colleagues. They're not here to listen to this, but I'm going to tell you all, it's not a slogan, abolish ICE. My residents in Southwest Detroit have been telling us for years. For years they've been telling us. You know, thinking of that father, I saw the emotion that Martin, and especially Miss Martinez, had seeing that father of two boys being murdered. No one talks about Mr. Gonzalez as much as they talk about Renee and Alex. And I know they would hate that. But I have to be honest with all of you, all of my colleagues that are not here, they think if we unmask them, they'll stop killing us. They think if we just train them more. But do you know, Seth, that murderer agent, John Ross, that executed Renee, he's been with Border Patrol since 2007, then goes to ICE in 2015. I think he trains people with guns. So it's not more training. This is an agency that was built to terrorize communities and neighborhoods. It is an agency that was created with this culture. It cannot be so-called reformed barriers. They violate their own policies. I saw it in my own neighborhood in 2010 and on. So it doesn't matter who's president. This needs to be dismantled. With that, I yield.
Thank you. And I believe we have Representative Presley, who we can grab a seat wherever she'd like. And there you go. Sure.